Oh yeah, pipe smokers, yeah. Happy Saturday. It is Saturday, October 5th already, yeah. And this is the Paul Gilson YouTube channel. I'm Paul Gilson, a.k.a. Paul the Pipe Guy, yeah. Live from the outskirts of Rochester, New York in the United States of America, thank the Lord. Yeah, so get ready for our Saturday smoke together, yeah. So grab your favorite pipe, grab your favorite blend, grab your favorite beverage, and let's sit down and have a smoke together for Saturday night. Yeah, I have my, this is one of my favorite pipes. It's a Rat Rays Hail to the King. And in it, I've got some Lane 1Q. Yeah, this is a 9mm. I don't use a filter in it. The draw is phenomenal. The briar on this is just gorgeous. Although, I think, okay, I really think my Gilson pipes have a better shine and better briar. Let's start something on fire. Yeah, here we go. Happy Saturday. Haven't smoked some of this Lane 1Q in a little bit. And yeah, that's been aging in there for shit, almost 4 years. You put them in, you put your tobacco as soon as you get it in a mason jar, a ball mason jar. Like if you've got a regular 1.76 ounce tin or 50 grams, these mason jars, which are 12 ounces, fit one perfectly. It goes almost to the top, you know, and then you just take the wrapper off of it, tape it on like that, put all your info on it, which I always list my name, what it is, the tin date, and when I opened it. Yeah, I'm just a freak about stuff like that, but I'm glad that I started out doing that a long time ago. Because I'm not picking up a mason jar, being like, all right, that's Lane 1Q. Oh man, I wish I knew how long it's been in here. You know, no, I know exactly how long it's been in here. Since January 25th of 2021. So I've got a mate, got a buddy of mine. All my customers become my friends. Called me up, yesterday, and he's like, hey, I know I had 6 of my father's pipes that I told you I'd get out to you. He said, I just dropped them in the mail yesterday. You know, they're his father's estate pipes. I said, no problem. I mean, he contacted me months ago. And he's got 5 or 6 of his father's pipes. Doesn't know anything about them. So, you know, I said, look, when I get them in, I'll call you on the phone and we'll go over them and I'll tell you what they are. So I'm going to ream them all out down to bare wood. Deghost them. OxiClean all of the stems. And polish them up and everything and make them look like brand new, or as brand new as I can. So I said to him, I says, hey, were you thinking about trying pipe smoking? And he's like, well, yeah. I said, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. We'll get your dad's pipes all done up real nice. And when I send them back, I'll send you 2 or 3 blends of really nice tobacco that's good for beginner pipe smokers. And, you know, it's not going to kill you. I'm not going to send him plug tobacco or anything like that. So I'll send him, you know, a bit of Lane 1Q. Some Scotty's Butternut Burley. And I might throw in some Sutliff Vanilla Custard. Maybe some Two Friends Celtic Mist. I remember an embarrassing moment. I got this Celtic Mist and I loved it. And Two Friends Celtic Mist. And I'm doing a tobacco review on it. And I pronounced it Celtic Mist. Well, I was quickly corrected. I was pretty embarrassing doing a tobacco review and not even pronouncing the name of the tobacco correctly. Yeah, so I didn't realize how late it was getting. It's a little after 8 o'clock here, and I've been working, well, I finished up Mr. John Newton's large billiard, and she came out looking just phenomenal. John Newton's, yeah, there we go. That's it, man. She came out beautiful. I had to do a ton of sanding on this one. She came out gorgeous. And then I was working on Anthony's jumbo billiard. Now, here's a large billiard, Gilson pipe. That's a Gilson jumbo billiard. It's like fucking Moby Dick, man. This thing is huge, man. I can barely put my fingers around it. That's a bit of a size difference, wouldn't you say? But oh, it feels good in the hand. And I'll tell you what gorgeous briar this is. This one that this is the first jumbo that I'm actually going to deliver. And that one is, yeah, like I said, that is going to be Anthony's. Anthony's already paid for it. The thing is huge. Huge. So, yeah. So, you know, I come home every night and after work, and I enjoy doing this. I enjoy working on these pipes and so forth. And so, you know, you gotta imagine, I'm working a full-time job, and then I'm coming home and probably putting 4 or 5 hours a night in getting these pipes done. I've got so many orders for Gilson pipes. So one of my mates texted me earlier tonight, and he's like, "Are you feeling okay?" And I says, "Yeah, why?" He says, "Well, you look kind of pale and worn out, and you should probably go see your doctor." And I was like, "Well, I went. I had my blood work done. Everything's good." But, you know, I work inside. It's fall. The sun is not as bright. The grass isn't growing as fast, so I'm not outside as much. I'm inside working on these pipes. So I've lost me tan. Yeah. But no, Paul the Pipe Guy is feeling good. It's good to know that people care, though. You know what I'm saying? So I was working on these pipes, and I start getting text messages. Hey, Paul, are you doing Saturday Night Smoke Together? I was like, whoa, yeah, I'm just about ready to start. This Lane 1Q is so good. I was talking with a mate. Now, my grandpa Gilson, he was born in 1905. He smoked cigarettes, he smoked cigars, and he smoked pipes. If it was smokable, he smoked it. Now, later in life, he just smoked his pipes. So my friend and I were talking. I was like, I wonder what my grandfather would think if he were alive today in his 70s and walked into my house, saw hundreds of pipes and literally hundreds and hundreds of different tobacco blends. I wonder what he would say. He was a man of few words, so he'd probably look at me and be like, you need all this? That's probably what he'd say. Back in those days, you know, guys smoked a pipe because there wasn't collectors really. You know, I'm talking back in the 30s and 40s and 50s. Smoked a pipe because they wanted to. There was no such thing as pipe acquisition disorder. Hey, you were lucky if you had. My grandfather had a Lazy Boy easy chair, you know. Never saw him put it up and recline. He would just sit there. Didn't even rock in it. He had a black and white TV, then a little stereo, and a simple little stereo with two smaller speakers, probably from the 60s, and a record player. And he had one of those floor ashtrays that came up from the floor, maybe about probably less than 3 foot high, maybe 2.5 feet. And on the top it was round, had the big ashtray, and then it had slots for your pipes and so forth. That's what he had. You know, he probably had maybe 8 pipes. My grandfather, he wasn't a clencher. I'm not a clencher. I never saw him walk around with a pipe hanging out of his mouth. Although maybe he did, I don't know. I know, you know, most of the times that I saw him was on Sundays when we'd go over there for dinner, family dinner. And he'd sit in his easy chair, and like I said, he was a man of few words. It wasn't like he was striking up huge conversations with people. He was a working man. And so he'd light up his pipe and I remember the smell just was, you'd see the smoke just fill the room, and the smell was great. We didn't smoke it all day. He smoked it, from what I saw, like before dinner and then maybe a little bit after dinner. Yep. We're going to take a little break. This gorgeous Rat Rays Hail to the King is warming up just a little bit. We're going to let it rest. We'll be back in just a nanosecond. All right, so we're back, yeah. We've got a nice Busch beer here. Cheers. Starting to get cold up here in upstate New York. Only reached a high of 65 degrees today, and it's going to get down to about 48 degrees tonight. Yeah. So, before we light this up, so I've been working real hard on these Gilson pipes. A ton of orders have come in, you know. So basically we have the large billiard, which is now $100. 5 $20 bills, but you'll love it. It's the best Briar I've ever had. We have the large Canadian, which is now $100, but you'll love it. It's ancient Briar. We now have a jumbo billiard, which is $110. Actually, I take that back. No. The large billiard is $90 instead of $70, the introductory price. Same thing with a large Canadian, $90. The jumbo billiard is $110. What a fucking monster pipe. Yeah, so I've been working on those, you know, but every now and then, now that I'm just working a lot on Gilson pipes, I'm not buying too much in the line of estate pipes and that. I wanted to do something for myself. Well, I'm going to sell this pipe, but I've got this gorgeous poker pipe. I mean, it's gorgeous. It looks all blotchy now because I just stained it. So I spent the afternoon sanding it down. There was a little bit of teeth chatter and stuff on the top and the bottom. That's all gone. Yeah. Look, that's it, 24 hours. Then I'm going to polish her up, and someone will buy that for $60 because it's a beautiful pipe and it smokes great. Someone will buy this pipe for $60. In fact, if you want to pre-order it before it's done, just say, I want that pipe for 3 $20 bills, Paul. For $60, I'll take that pipe all day long. Yeah. That could be yours. It's going to be gorgeous when it's done. All of my, I've got a special method that I use when I sand the pipes and all of that stuff, and when I polish them and so forth, and it really all starts from the beginning. I sand and shaped the pipe, and it's funny, on some of these full restorations that I do on estate pipes that were made 50, 60, 70, 80 years ago, you start sanding, you find out little mistakes the pipe maker made, and you fix them. Like, well, maybe this side isn't as even as that side, or maybe they didn't get quite into the crotch of the pipe as far as their sanding, and it's kind of rough. It should be, that's like kind of a big thing for me, the crotch of the pipe. I want that to be perfect, smooth. Maybe they didn't sand the stem so that when you run your finger across it, it's seamless. You take a Gilson pipe, you run your fingers across that, it feels almost seamless because I fit the stem to the pipe, and that's the way it should be. Should feel seamless. Fit. Fit and finish is very important. It's one of the most important things besides how the pipe smokes. How's the pipe smoke? How's the pipe look? Let me say that again. How does the pipe smoke? And how does the pipe look? Well, going on for 22 minutes. That's our Saturday smoke together, friends. Happy smokes. Paul the Pipe Guy is going back to work. Over and out.